What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi, and welcome back to the 8th episode of the 6th season of the best show ever written for network television, The Haves and the Have-Nots. Welcome back to my review for this week, you guys. I want to thank everybody who follows me every week and looks out for my reviews. I want to apologize again for last week for not delivering a review for you guys for this show. Because, as I said, last week's episode was a reviewer's nightmare. Excellent episode, but very involved, a lot of detail, a lot of one-liners. It was just too voluminous, and I couldn't get my lasso around it, you know? So, this week was the same way. But I've made a commitment that no matter what, I'm going to give you guys a review of this show every week, even if the review is late, even if it's long and voluminous, even if the review has to be long, whatever. When it is like this, then I'll try to keep the review, still try and compress the review so that we're not here forever. But still try and talk about everything I want to talk about, you know, at least the high points. So tonight's episode was called Wicked, all right? Not like the movie or the play, I'm over it, all right? It's a half a temperature off. Anyway, we're going to be in good spirits tonight. How's everyone feeling? There's hors d'oeuvres in the back. There's hors d'oeuvres. There's hors d'oeuvres. All right. All right. Did you guys get Moet Chandon? Did you guys get the Moet Chandon? Did you guys get that? All right. Great. So anyways, you guys, so remember last week we ended with Benny and Stormcloud in bed. Just got to make sure they're on their P's and Q's, you understand? All right. So anyways, remember last week, Melissa leads David up to the room when he comes to the house to see Veronica. And she leads him up to the bedroom, and Benny is getting his man on, homie. He up in that grind, kids. You know what I'm saying? Benny was getting his man on, homie. You know what I'm saying? He was in his grind, kids. He was in the grind, kids. So, so they walk in, and David is, and so Benny is surprised, because, you know, now they're standing there. Wait. Alright. We have the dentist on tonight, don't we? Alright. Still having that issue, you guys. Anyway. So, Melissa goes, uh-oh. I love her so much. So, Stormcloud goes, if he walks into my house unannounced, that's what he gets. So, Benny is spooked. He's like, I gotta, you know. David walks out. So then Melissa goes, she goes, you're busted. And then Stormcloud goes, I'll show you busted. And she goes, ooh, Benny, you nasty. Ew. So she walks out. Benny's trying to get put his clothes on. He wants to get out of bed. And she was like, no, don't go. You're my hero. He was like, this is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's your husband. She goes, soon to be ex-husband. He goes, this is a messed up situation. I gotta go. She goes, well, you wanted it just as much as I do, so I don't feel bad about it at all. He goes, and I think you need to, not call my phone no more. All right, but this is a little hypocritical because of what he does when he goes downstairs. But anyway, so Benny's getting up, putting his clothes on. And by the way, two things. I hate her headboard, you guys. I don't know why now. I hate that headboard with everything I got. That's first. Matter of fact, I don't really like the bedroom. It doesn't really feel like Stormcloud, does it? It feels sort of dowdy, you know? Like sort of grandma, you know? But anyway, so, and I'm sick and tired of Tyler superimposing this actor's head on my body, all right? I'm sick of it, all right? I'm over it now. I'm over it. You know, listen, if Tyler can't go out and find people that have my physique, all right, then maybe he should just recast his character. He should just recast. Just do a recasting. Just do a recasting. You see? All right, but again, he just doesn't have the pedigree, you guys. He just doesn't have the pedigree to be at this level of shows. Doesn't have it. Just doesn't have it. Anyways, so now, we're going to keep it highly abbreviated, you guys, because like I said, it is a long episode. All right, so the Benny gets up And he's leaving out, and she's like, "Why are you fighting it?" He goes, "You're crazy." She goes, "No, you're just crazy about this." So he goes downstairs. All right, fine. Then David is there, and he goes like, "What's up, old man?" He goes, "I see." What did he say? Because this is important. Oh, I missed the scene, y'all. He comes out of the room, and Melissa goes, She goes, "So you actually did that?" He goes, "Don't start with me. Like, just, you know." So she goes, "Well, I'm still better. I'm better." Vinny's like, "Whatever." So he goes downstairs, and there's David Harrington. All right. Appreciate David overall, you guys, because once again, David is defending his son to the end. And we're going to talk more about that as we move through this. All right. David says, so you're still at it. So you're still at it. And Benny goes, "Actually, I was in it." I had to get that in. It was worth looking for it now. He goes, "Actually, I was in it." Benny goes, "Well, but that's probably something you should talk about with your wife." So then David goes, "I'm talking to you." He goes, "Why don't you move?" And because David is right by the door. And I got to get these sayings in, you guys. That's why I can't just go on now. Damn it. That's why I hate a bunch of fucking one-liners. Whatever, we're going to do it my way. All right. So he goes like, "Whatever, old man." And he goes, I already beat your old ass once before, you know. And I got to get it because it's not going to be the same if I don't do it. He goes, "It shouldn't be a problem. I already kicked your old ass already." And David says, "You about to get your ass buried." And he goes, "Well, we can figure it out right now then. We can figure it out right now." All right. And then here's what I'm asking, like, why is he hostile with David? Like, why are you hostile with David? And you just told a heifer upstairs to don't call your phone no more. So, if anything, again, this lacks believability. This is, at least, at the very least, it's not consistent. You know what I'm saying? 8-time Oscar, 8-time Emmy, 3-time Grammy, 6-time Golden Globe, you guys. Again, he just doesn't have the pedigree to be writing scenes like this or writing a show at all. So, if anything, he should have said, "You know what, Mr. Harrington, I'm not messing with your wife no more. Whatever y'all got going on, or your little ex-wife, or whatever she's supposed to be to you, I'm cool. I'm over it." But you want to come down and woof. So are you really not done with the storm cloud, Benny? You see, this is that you're all over the place, Tyler, and you're just all over the place. You're just all over. I don't know how you're part of the Directors Guild. I don't even know. I don't even know. Apparently, they just let anybody in. They just do. Anyways, but then, and of course, Melissa's perched up there like she's always on the same perch. So Stormcloud is descending the staircase. So Benny goes, "We can figure this out right now." She goes, No. So then she comes over, and she takes Benny from behind. She goes, "No, Benny." She goes, Don't go after him. It's me you want." I'm the one you want. Damn it. So, finally she goes, "David, let him go, or whatever." So David finally moves out of the way. And Ben goes, yeah. Still trying to be gangster thug. He said, "But your woman had to come and had to defuse the situation for you. But you hard though, Benny. You hard, homie. You hard. So I'm saying, West Floyd. No, West Soy. Side West Soy." So anyway. So Benny leaves out. Melissa's still standing up there. And then, I gotta get their dialogue. But anyways, so he goes, "Melissa, can we have a moment alone?" She goes, "Oh, no way." Wait. Oh, she goes, "I don't think so." He says, "Melissa." So then, she goes, "Excuse me, David." She goes over. Why the hell did Melissa smack her back, y'all? Why? Why didn't Melissa smack her ass back? Why? I don't understand that. I don't. Because Melissa could have hit her, And because she's supposed to be pregnant, Stormcloud can only do so much. I still don't know why Melissa didn't smack her ass back. I don't know. Anyways, she goes, bitch, did you not hear him? And then Melissa goes, bitch, touch me again and see what happens. I'm glad you can say bitch on TV, because if this couldn't, because certain words help things, you know, even in comedy, you know, comics will tell you that. So if they couldn't say that on TV, it just wouldn't be the same scene. It just wouldn't. You need that word. You need it. You need it. You need it. Anyways, so then Stormcloud goes, She goes, get your ass up the stairs. And then Melissa goes, remember, I'm the one that's carrying this baby. And she turns and goes up the stairs. I'm really surprised by that. Like I say, with what I would have wrote, because Melissa had the advantage. Melissa was standing on the stairs. Stormcloud is not standing on the stairs. She could at least kick her with a high heel. You feel me? Just like a little high heel piece. Just like a little high heel piece. But a high heel piece though. So I'm saying, again, inferior writing, everybody. Not a lot of creativity going on. Not a lot of creativity going on with Tyler. He's just not a creative person. He's just not creative. That's fine. So anyways, Melissa goes up the stairs. And then she goes back over. Stormcloud goes back over. She goes, that bitch is going to drive me crazy. She goes, are you jealous? And David's looking like, what, bitch? She goes, are you jealous? A fine, young, handsome man interested in me? David act like it didn't even happen. He's handing her this goddamn documents. I'm taking all... He goes, should I take all of this to the FBI? She goes, what is it? He goes, everything that I've got on you over the years. She goes, oh, I've got a file too. So, he goes, well then, our nuclear destruction will be mutual. She goes, you wouldn't dare. And he says, to save my son, I would. Yeah. So, I'm going to move forward through this, you guys, because actually, in this scene, David is basically trying to get her, he's threatening her to release a bunch of shit on her. Because remember, David is in the corner of his son, you see? So, he is threatening to give, like, all this stuff to the FBI and rat her out because he wants Jeffrey out of jail. And she's still hung up on the fact that he's gay. So after he goes, to save my son, I would. She goes, you and that girl. He goes, Jeffrey is not a girl. He's a man. She goes, yeah, and he's a man who likes women. And in my book, that's a girl. Stormcloud. So anyways, they're trying to get Jeffrey out of jail. Or that's what his ultimate goal is. He goes, Jeffrey's straight. He goes, Veronica, people are gay. Get over it. You know. And even later, Candice tells the same thing. Veronica, people are gay. Get over it. This should have been called that. Stormcloud, people are gay. Get over it. Or just, people are gay. Get over it. I don't know. One of those. Pick one. Anyways, she goes, I'm not trying to make him straight. I'm just trying to, I might be in Candice's stuff. It doesn't matter. We're going to move forward. We're going to power through this no matter what. She goes, I'm just trying to help him be who he is. She's not giving in. She's not giving an inch on this. All right. She tells David, she goes, I'm going to be the fire that burns you. That was her sonic one-liner tonight. That was perfect and classic, and we loved it. She goes, you had an affair with Maggie. Remember, she's still on that. And he goes, well, you took care of that, didn't you? She goes, yeah. Just like I'm going to take care of that beige girl you're saying. I love that. Beige. Yeah, just like I'm going to take care of that new beige girl you're saying. So David goes, if you come near her and see what happens. And Stormcloud goes, whatever do you mean? I don't go near anybody. So she's standing in front of the door. David goes, now you know I can move you. She goes, oh, please do, so I can call the police and tell them how you beat me. And then she starts shaking her head like this to mess up her hair like she's the abused victim. Stormcloud is classic, everybody. So he just pushes her ass out of the way. And she goes, help, help, David Harrington is a woman beater. Help, help, David Harrington is a woman beater. So then that's when Melissa's standing on there. She goes, you are so wicked. Title of episode. And then Stormcloud turns around. She goes, you better believe it. She goes, but Stormcloud goes, tomorrow you and I are going to the doctor. And Melissa goes, I'm not going anywhere with you. She goes, oh yeah, I think you are. She was going to the doctor to find out why you're not showing. Listen, you guys, now remember after the accident, we wondered, we didn't wonder, but remember after the accident and Melissa was in there with the doctor, and he was talking about, do you want to have the baby checked or whatever? She goes, I don't give a damn about this baby and this, that. So we don't believe right now that Melissa's faking, do we? I don't think we believe that. I don't think we believe that. We know she don't give a damn, but it is also interesting that she's not showing. But I'm not really sure how far along this is supposed to be. Like in their time, So, anyways, she goes, and if you're not pregnant, you won't need to worry about anything ever again. And Melissa goes, are you threatening me? Stormcloud laughs and goes, yes, I am. So Melissa goes, you better lock your door. And Stormcloud goes, actually, I'm going to leave them open. Come on in. I love their cattiness. Oh my God, but I don't love this too. She goes, actually, I'm going to leave my door open. Come on in and see what happens. And Melissa goes, oh, this is going to be a good one. Or this is going to be fun. So Stormcloud walks on up the stairs and she goes, come on in. Come on in. And she goes on up the stairs. Then Melissa goes, I'm going to show you how crazy I am. And I'm not sure, because Tyler's an inferior director, is she saying that out loud to Stormcloud, or is just saying it to herself for the audience? Again, 8-time Oscar, 8-time Emmy, 3-time Grammy, 6-time Golden Globe. I just don't make these mistakes, everybody. You have to consider your audience. You have to consider your audience. You just have to. You just have to. And clearly we don't get that from Tyler. We just don't get that from Tyler. I can't. Anyway. Then now we see Sarah in her office on the phone. The frickin' George, the DA, comes in. George is on my last nerve, everybody. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to dispense with everything that they've done. That's what I'll do. That's my evil plan. So George comes in. He goes, I got it. And now Sarah's shaking her boots because she thinks she's given all the evidence and everything there is for humanity to Jim Cryer. He goes, what is it? He goes, I got ballistics. She goes, what? He goes, yeah, I got the ballistics. And it's a match. We got them. She says, who? He goes, the Cryers. She goes, really? Are you going to arrest them? He goes, I'm going to talk to the judge first, but I think it's clear enough. I think, we got enough here. And she goes, what is it? And he says, I'll tell you. But come on, we're going to go and pay Wyatt a visit. I thought you said it had to be solid. He goes, oh yeah, it's solid. She goes, but you won't tell me what it is. And he goes, you're such an eager young assistant. Just come on, let's go. Because now she's fucked up over it, everybody. She's shaking in her boots because the bitch knows her career is going to be over and she's going down. Oh, it's going to come out. Anyways, so they leave out, but then we pick them up at Wyatt's. I'm just going to skip before we talk about the runaway slave because she pissed me the fuck off. So we pick them up now at Wyatt's. And this was some bullshit because they go to see Wyatt. And he goes, yeah, Wyatt, we we got the ballistics on your, or we got the stuff on your parents or whatever. And he goes, so are you gonna pick them up or whatever? He goes, well, actually, we wanted to talk to you. He goes, we got some ballistics back for a 45 caliber gun. Have you ever seen that gun in your parents' house? He goes, no, I don't know, I haven't. And he goes, what about your sister? Have you seen, you didn't see any gun? He goes, no, I don't think we have any, or something like that. So then the DA looks at Sarah and looks back at Wyatt. He goes, Wyatt, I need you to think really hard about this. Are you sure you never saw those guns? And he goes, yeah, I did see them. Yeah. And he goes, good, excellent. Great, Wyatt, that's all we needed. That's all we needed. He goes, well, are you going to pick them up now or whatever? He goes, well, we're working on it. He goes, well, because, they've been coming by here, a lot. And the DA goes, are they threatening you? He goes, well, I mean, kind of, He goes, well, if you like, I can get a restraining order against them. And Wyatt goes, you can do that? He goes, yeah. He goes, all right, we'll be in touch. So they leave out. And at the elevator, Sarah is going, this sounds like coercion. Like, I don't like this. It's clear he never saw those guns. He's lying. She's just making it up right now. And the DA is like, look, they killed one of ours. Jennifer was one of ours. And we got to make sure that we take them down. Best thing you can do is keep your mouth shut and shut up. Like, you're here to just learn the ropes and all that. So you're just supposed to just do the fuck I tell you and shut the fuck up, basically. I don't like George, everybody. I don't. And I'm writing the scene. The next time they're in the elevator, oh my God, the elevator cable snaps. And it goes down 50 floors. We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen. I've seen it 100 times. I've seen it 100 times. I've seen it. And he's playing this so good. They're so, I can't. I don't like George. I don't. That Americanized Asian who is in a position of power and is acting like a white asshole. I can't. It's all there. I can't. So, then the next time we see them, we don't want to talk about that yet. Now we'll skip. We see Hannah at Katherine's house. Remember, she's there to show Joanne the ropes of how to do everything. I'm a little in two places on this, you guys, because she goes in there and Joanne is like, girl, she goes, it's a lot trying to take care of these people, but the other family that I worked for, they was crazy. They had all kinds of drama. They daughter was dating a black dude and had a black baby. Woo! And she's talking about all the drama and how crazy that family was. And then Hannah goes, yeah, keep talking. And the first thing came to my mind, she's there listening for Massa. She gonna run tell Massa. Oh my God. Wait. If I don't get this review, I hope because this shit was too long because I heard I can't. I can't with her. I can't. And yeah, she goes, and this one, she seemed like she stuck up. She snapped at me yesterday. Let me find out this Quita's mama, y'all. She goes, I was going to ask her for tomorrow off, but I said I shouldn't even ask her now. And then Hannah goes, how long you work here? Girl, a whole week. Bitch, you don't get no day off after a week on a damn job. You just got never told. Oh my God, I can't. Oh my God. So, Hannah goes, she goes, okay. And then at one point she picks up some jewels. She goes, girl, look at all these jewels. Just they jewels alone is more money than I make in a whole year. She goes, shoot. If I didn't need this job, I wouldn't even be working here. They lucky I got a, what should say, something. They lucky I got kids to feed or some bullshit. Otherwise, I wouldn't even want to work this damn job. So, the slave goes, okay, I'm going to be right back. I go, here she goes. She's going to run the massa. She went out. She left her purse in there. She went out, came right back in, and got her purse. And went. And then Joanne goes, oh, okay. So there she go, running the massa. There she go, running the massa. I got to go to the massa. What she do? Massa. That new book ain't going. Massa, you gotta transfer sell that other slave to the other plantation, to Master Jones. She's trying to rob you, Massa. She's trying to rob you, Massa. Hannah. She goes, I sure hate to bring this to you, Massa, but you don't want her to work here. She gonna take everything you got. I powerful mean it. So my girl, now she my girl on this. She goes, I can't believe you came down here to rat me out. I thought you was my sister. What does the slave do? First of all, I'm not your sister. Hit her again. Hit her again. Hit her again. Hit her again. I'm not your sister. I'm a upstanding woman or some bullshit she said, which is all lies, so I don't need to find it because it's a lie and it simply doesn't state the facts and evidence, but whatever. Cuckoo. She thinks she's an upstanding human being. Not. Anyway. Yeah, Master, she gonna steal your stuff. Oh, I'm an honest woman. And she goes, and what you doing is terrible. And then Joanne goes, your ignorant ass give black people a bad name. How am I supposed to feed my kids? I'm telling y'all, this is Quita's mama, or at least her auntie. It just them it is now. So Katherine goes, enough. She goes, I don't know how you're going to feed your kids, but it won't be on my dime. Get the hell out of my house. She goes, bitch, who are you talking to? And then Katherine goes, who the hell do you think you're talking to? And you know how Katherine gets that Katherine Pryor thing that she does. She goes, all right, but you better have my money. You better have my money in 2 weeks or I'll burn all this shit down. And Hannah say, just showing your ass. Just showing your whole ass. I can't. But it was so typical, y'all. Of course, she would have to run tell Massa. You see? I can't, dude. I can't. But then Katherine offers her, you know, like, you should, Hannah, why don't you come back and work for me? She goes, I want to do something else. I don't want to do this work no more, Massa. I don't want to pick cotton and watermelons and harvest tobacco no more. I'm powerful, don't Massa. Don't make me, Massa. Don't make me, Massa. That's what she said, everybody. Now, damn it. All right? I'm bringing you the details. All right? These are details you won't get anywhere else. All right? I'm giving you behind-the-scenes stuff that you shouldn't even know about. All right? That's what I'm doing. All right? That's what I'm doing. All right? And this is what you guys, this is what I get. Anyway, so she goes, Hannah. She goes, I want to go to school, and why is the bitch going to school? She's 90. Why are you going to school? For what? For what? What are you going to school for? What? Why? What? Anyway, so she goes, well, Hannah, you can go to. She goes, why don't you go to school and you can still work for me? I'll pay you double. You know, you can just be like the head of staff and be over like a couple of employees or whatever. She goes, I don't know. She goes, at least you didn't say. At least you said I don't know and not I can't. She goes, well, I'll think about it. So, now, Katherine is grinning from ear to ear. Because she feel like, okay, it's a possibility that the slave will come back to the plantation, so I'm saying, and work in the big house. So I'm saying. Anyway. So, but then now, yeah, and that was the end of their exchange. Now we see, I want to skip to the part where we saw Stormcloud calling Candice. Candice is still, you know, in the hotel. So she's asking Stormcloud, like, why is Jeffrey in jail? And, like, for what crime? And she goes, for your crime. And Candice goes, I didn't do anything. She goes, girl, settle down. The phone is not tapped. But suddenly, you guys, they kind of put us through a time warp, because suddenly, Candice and Stormcloud are just girlfriend, at least in this episode, all of a sudden. Like, there's soul wars and all of it, all of a sudden. I can't with you, Tyler. I can't. And I wasn't on set for this, you guys. For some reason, Tyler was trying to get me to get off set for some reason. You know, why don't you take a couple of days off, because we're going to be resetting cameras and we have to redo sets and all of it. And I knew he was trying to get me off set for something, and this is probably what it was about. Okay, what now? Yeah, see, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. My team is telling me, you guys, that in fact, because I have people on set, that they come back and they tell me things. All right, and they tell me things, and they're telling me that in fact one of our people did verify that that's exactly what happened. That's what happened, because this wasn't the original script, and then Tyler switched it last minute, right? Last minute. See, this is what I have to go through. This is what I have to deal with. It's lonely at the top. Anyways, but here's the gist of it, though. But anyway, and so she goes so after she goes, the phones aren't bugged, and she goes, "Are you punishing him because he's gay?" And she goes, "Veronica, people are gay. Get over it." She goes, "I don't need you telling me about the LBGTQ, elemental P, XYZ, or whatever, however many letters in and added to it." They're probably going to get letters. I'm just saying. Anyway, but maybe not so much, because they have a gay character on the show. Whatever. I'm over it. Anyway. So, she goes, I'd like to go back to the old days when the closet was the king for queens. Anyway, so, but now, Stormcloud said, what's going on with that chick of yours that's saying David? And then Candice is telling her everything. When did this take place, y'all? What show was I watching? Anyway, she goes, yeah, you need to tell her to slow down, because David will be on to her, and he checks things, and, you know, he puts stuff a certain way just to test you and all that. And he even has a black light, and he'll check for fingerprints and all that. So tell your girl to slow down. I don't know. If you looking like me, I know right. Just know that I'm saying I know right already right now. Anyway, so then she goes, I like you, Candice. She goes, I like you, what's the word? Damn it, I'm not going to try and find it. She goes, I like you, Candice. And she goes, yeah, whatever, bitch. And hangs up on her, right? But then she immediately calls Erica. Tick, tick, tick. We see Erica descending the staircase in still that funky-ass orange or red dress or whatever it is. Come on, that's a female. You should have been changed by now. And the other thing, too, you guys, I wanted to say this. Remember the other day when Candice came in the other episode when she slapped her? Did she slap her that time? Well, just whenever she came there to the house. I think the actress, Erica, might be pregnant. The Onion looked like it, and just her frame, when they showed her from the side, I'm like, is Erica pregnant? Did y'all think that too? Talk to me true, especially my ladies. Let me know if y'all thought the girl looked a little pregnant. So, for me. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And not on the show, but just in real life, I think that actress might be pregnant. I think it could be. All right? Anyway. So, she tells Erica, yeah, you know, I don't want you to look for his stuff right now. She goes, oh, well, thank you, because, you know, I was thinking that maybe it was too soon. She goes, bitch, you don't think. I tell you what to do. I tell you what to think. No, dumb bitch, you don't think. You don't think. You do what I tell you to do. So, she goes, yeah, because he'll be on to you, and like he'll leave stuff around, and test you, and he'll also use black lights. Literally just recited everything that Stormcloud had just said to her. Meanwhile, Erica don't know that they're in cahoots. What is the incentive here, everybody? Why are they suddenly in cahoots? I mean, I know they would have incentive, but when did that happen? Is what I'm trying to say. Because obviously it's good for Stormcloud because she wants to get rid of Erica because she still wants David and try and save their marriage and over it, and I'm over it, and it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Anyway, so she's like she's telling Erica just to hold off. All right. So they get off the phone, and then that waiter, whose name I forget, comes up to her, and he goes, "Candice, what's going on? Are you okay?" And she goes, "You don't know about the case, that situation?" He goes, "What situation?" He doesn't know that she's been in jail. Because remember when the cop came there, he was like, this is a very nice place. Let's not do this, let's just keep it low. So he's asking about the other prostitute chick, Gia or Gina or whatever her name is. And he goes, tell her to come see me. And he goes, she's actually busy right now with a client. And he goes, well, tell her to come see me, like, when she's done. So, switch to her at Jim's, no, not yet. We switch to Jim. It's Oscar comes to see him. Oscar comes to see Jim to give him all the information on Wyatt, and it's his bank information, all that. He goes, how'd you get this? And Oscar goes, doesn't matter. The fact is, I have it. All right. So, lacks believability, you guys. Wait now, because we don't know how far along Melissa's supposed to be. Oscar still has the scar from when Candice kicked his ass. This would mean a short amount of time, which means Melissa shouldn't be showing. Are you with me on that? I'm just trying to establish a timeline of the show. 8-time Oscar, 8-time Emmy, 3-time Grammy, 6-time Golden Globe, homie. So I'm saying I write, direct, and produce. So I'm saying I did all the major films for the last 15 years. I did Black Panther. It was me. Understand that. Anyway. So, he goes, you got a lot of PIN numbers here. He goes, yeah, but I'm working on it. Like, one of them, might be it or whatever. All right. So, he goes, all right, well, keep me posted. So, he's leaving out, and that's when your girl, Gia, or whatever her name is, coming. She's at the door. And then Oscar goes, bye, Mr. Johnson. And then Jim goes, bye, Mr. Smith. Just like a little fake name piece. Oscar leaves out. She comes in. Hated the wig. Didn't need it. So they're playing this little game of hypotheticals, because it's illegal prostitution. And he goes, if hypothetically, if I was to leave such and, she goes, well, if I'll do such and such and such and such, and then if you just happen to leave, $5,000 on the table, and then he goes, well, $5,000. He goes, well, what if I just happen to leave $1,000? Then she goes, well, then you would only get $1,000 worth of service, but one day you're going to be paying me $5K for my service. He goes, you think so? And then she goes, she pulls her hair back and opens her blouse. She goes, oh, I think so. He goes, maybe so. I can't. This was the throwaway scene of the night, everybody. We didn't need it, and we're moving on. All right. So, I already told you about Wyatt and the DA. Thank God. Then now we're going to switch to where Justin's fake ass, the black cop whose name I can't remember, Justin goes to see him. He goes, yeah, you're handling the Crier or the Harrington case. He goes, yeah. He goes, but he goes, for their son. He goes, no, for their mother. He goes, well, what's going on? He goes, yeah, she was in a really bad car accident. And Justin goes, she survived? He goes, yeah. I mean, she's pretty banged up, but, she's doing okay. It looks like she said it was like a black truck or whatever. So this is the first time Justin's found out the bitch is not dead. I mean, because remember, Jeffrey had said she'd been in an accident. Did you have something to do with it? But whether or not she was dead or alive was not established or discussed in their conversation. So fine. So Justin is learning that this is the situation. So then now he goes around there to get Harrington. Jeffrey is going into that sunken place like Melissa. Feel me? Understand this. So Jeffrey's sitting in the sunken place. So he won't respond. He goes, are you ignoring me? Come with me. Jeffrey goes, I'm not going anywhere. Then the fucking slave-ass, Sambo-ass cop comes and goes, you have a problem with this one? He goes, get your ass up, or whatever. And then he turns to Justin, and he goes, you gotta let these people know who's boss. We have ways of dealing with them. And then, but now this is his man. This is his sacred black penis. He ain't gonna let you talk to him like that. You feel me? He's like, no, it's fine. And then he fakes like he got a text. Well, the DA just texted me. They're going to be running late anyway, so it's whatever. So then, sellout ass coon turns to Jeffrey and goes, you better not be sitting here when I come back. And he walks off. I'm ordering a death hit on him, everybody. I have to do it. I'm sorry. I have to do it. There's going to be a death hit. So Justin locks up the cell and walks off. But now, there's another cop that comes to his desk and says, Justin, yeah, you're like, your wife is here and she wants to see you. Y'all, finally they dealt with this. I mean, there's still so much stuff to deal with, but finally they're dealing with this. And what's her name? Let's start with a K. Katrina or something. I wrote it. Kendra. So she goes, I need to talk to you. He goes, I'm busy. She goes, but you've not been returning any of my calls. All right, whoever's in wardrobe is fired, you guys. This damn do-rag is too tight once again tonight. I can't do this. All right, stop camera. Yeah, all right. We're back? Okay, all right. All right. So anyway, give me my cue better on that, all right? Come on. Anyways, we're back, everybody. We're live. We're back. We're live. All right, bye. And by the way, she's pregnant. So she goes, is there somewhere we can talk? So I go, in fact, I wrote, they went into that damn interrogation room again. I'm over it. She goes, Justin, why didn't you tell me? She goes, I had to find out in open court that you were gay. He goes, I'm not gay. She goes, well then, what do you call it? He goes, I'm not gay. She goes, I saw it with my own eyes. You could have told me you were gay. He says, I'm not gay. She goes, then what do you call it? He goes, I don't know, Kendra. But then he tries to turn it on her. He goes, well, we haven't slept together in a long time, and this and a third. And she was like, don't you dare try and put this on me. Like you were always, you were too tired and you weren't interested and, all of that. Like, don't try and make it seem like it was me. You feel me? The fact of the matter is, I'm saying that black penis was way more powerful. What was that song by Jermaine Jackson, y'all? Dynamite. Dynamite. It's dynamite. All night. You give me what I like. Dun, 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 dun. Intense, heavy, explosive dynamite. Pure dynamite. I don't know where the hell that came from. All right, fire somebody for me channeling an old song that I shouldn't be channeling. All right. Make it two people, because I may have afterthoughts and post-traumatic something on that. Just two people have to go. Two people have to go. Anyway, so she goes, are you in love with him? And he hesitated. He's in love with Jeffrey. He's obsessed. He's obsessed. Obsessed with the black penis. understand that. Anyways, he goes, well, I can't talk about this. I can't talk about this right here. This isn't a good time. I got to get back to work. Justin. He leaves on out. So, but we know what the deal is. All right, we know. The DA rolls up. Because now we end with, after Hannah says, I'll think about it, Katherine is walking her out. They get outside the house. The DA is pulling up. The slave goes, Massa, who that be? She goes, I don't know, Hannah. Going back to the field and I'll call you. That's not what she said. I have it right here. Slave says, Massa. No, after that. And she goes, Hannah, go on back out to the field and I'll call you. You don't have that? We're just gonna have to go with what you have. Then we'll just have to do it. I mean, if that's what the council is saying, I mean, that's what we're gonna do. But that's what I've got here, and I've got. Is this an original? All right, fine, whatever. We're not gonna get into it. We're live. All right. So she scurries back out to the field. Anyway, so then the DA comes up, him and Sarah, and Katherine invites them in. Now, Sarah, they don't really accentuate this, which I think Tyler should have. Because now Sarah is meeting her for the first time. You're sitting in front of the wife of the dude that you banged in the hotel. Whether you wanted to or not, this is his wife and you should be feeling some kind of way. And Tyler didn't write that for the character. Didn't give us that at all. Again, he fails at everything, you guys. He falls flat and fails. And he just doesn't have the pedigree. 8-time Oscar, 8-time Emmy, 3-time Grammy, 6-time Golden Globe. It is lonely at the top. Anyways, so this DA, I'm telling y'all, he don't understand. You're just a little twit-ass, cheap-suit-ass DA. Don't you understand? This is Catherine Cryer. And these people can off you, and it will be nothing, homie. You don't understand what you're dealing with, dude. You don't understand what you're dealing with. You don't. So, but this is what comes out of this, you guys, though. Because he's telling her, like, yeah, the same gun that killed Jennifer is the same gun that killed Amanda. You guys, listen now. Hear this, everybody. Hear this, troops. They have never been clear about what happened to Amanda. You guys remember those overviews that I did? And we went on and on and on, and I know I did. I was like, that damn room is not a damn suicide. I don't care what you're going to tell me, Tyler. And that's when I started really with this whole lax believability and all that stuff with Tyler, because that's not a suicide. It's not. Nobody has ever killed themselves and the whole room is just covered in blood. It's never happened. In real life or in fiction, you can't. But Tyler wouldn't know that because he's an inferior writer, director, and producer. But that's another thing. That'll be in the book, everybody. I won't bore you with that. I won't bore you with that truth and fact. Anyway. So, but Catherine's reaction. Do we think... There was no animosity between Katherine and Amanda? And the way that party went that night that Amanda was killed, there was nobody else in the house. Katherine was asleep. After the gunshot, Wyatt wakes up. They got some splaining to do, homie. I don't know how Tyler wiggles out of this, and I'm really surprised that he decided to revisit it in the storyline, especially with all the eyes watching, especially mine, who was a writer, director, and producer that's superior to him. He's just getting into areas that he shouldn't be in. Again, I don't know what to tell you. We may have to move this show to another network. We may have to do that. I'll call Oprah in the morning. I didn't want to have to. I didn't want to have to, but I'm going to have to do it now. I'll have to do it. They're forcing my hand. Anyway. So, Katherine goes, really? Well, you have to ask Jim about that. So, he goes, yeah. He goes, do you know that Jennifer was shot point blank in the chest with a .45 caliber? She goes, no, I didn't know that. She goes, wait. He goes, and how do you think that the two bullets match with her and Amanda? And she goes, I don't know. She goes, wait, am I being considered a suspect? He goes, no, I'm just asking questions. She goes, well then I'll give you. She goes, then do I need to call one of my lawyers? I love it. He goes, no, I'm just asking questions. She goes, well, I'll give you the list of my lawyers and you can just pick one. I love it. Anyways, she goes, well, I don't think I need to say anything else. And you know where the door is. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Cryer. Thank you for your time. So him and the fucking, what's her face? Sarah, they get up and scurry for the door. Then we see David at Hannah's condo because she's staying at Master's condo, everybody. Oh, there it was. All right. And so David is there knocking. She pulls up in the BMW. I'm over it. And gets out. What are you doing here? I need to talk to you about your son. What about my son? I just came from Master Plantation picking cotton. What you want? Alright, they weren't looking. Alright, anyways. And it was in the script. That's what she said anyways, everybody. That's what she said. That's what she said. Just take it. She said that, alright? Would I lie to you guys? 8-time Oscar, 8-time Emmy, 3-time Grammy, 6-time Golden Globe. You know I would not lie to you guys. I only tell you the truth about what's going on with the show. Anyways. What's going on with my son? Your son buried the body of Quincy Maxwell. He needs to turn himself in, or I'll have him prosecuted for murder. I love that, you guys, because remember, in all the hoopla, we've forgotten that Jim and David are federal judges. We've forgotten that they, you know, that this whole, remember they were running for, Jim was running for governor, and David was going to be lieutenant governor and all that. And all this got sidetracked, you know, by Wyatt and the car accident and and Jeffrey and ha. So this was kind of a reminder, just like a little tiny, like, oh, remember? You feel what I'm saying? It was just like a, oh yeah. You know, just see him even do anything legal or threaten an arrest or something was just like, oh, thank you, you know, because he's a federal judge, you know. Wow. So anyway, not my best review, you guys, but if you were on this side of the camera, you'd be like, stellar job. How do you do it? And you'd start the, you know, that clap that they do. So it is what it is. And my crews all give me thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anyway, so it's getting good, y'all. I ain't gonna say getting good. It's just a good show. All right. It just is. And I don't know if Benny should have borrowed that $45,000 from Mitch's folks, though, last week. But I also think that Benny needs to go and keep smashing the hell out of the Storm Cloud and keep her tight and right. You feel me? Because she do have cake, and you might need some, bruh. Plus, you ain't got no woman, no way. See what I'm saying? And but then that's going to be complicated because Melissa, you smashed her out now. So every time you show up, you're going to have to deal with that. So, I don't know. And I'm not writing any scene on that. Benny's going to have to figure that out on his own. I understand that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad I was able to at least get some kind of review out to you guys for this week. And like I said, I make a commitment going forward, especially for my boo. I appreciate what you had said in the comment that you left. And it just made sense, you know. So I commit, you guys, you know, no matter what, unless I'm dead. to present something for you each week, at least on this show. If I don't get to If Loving You Is Wrong, that's another thing, all right? But certainly with this one, because this is our favorite of the two shows. I think we all agree on that. The only thing that trumps this for me is Queen Sugar. And I can't wait for that to come back. Oh my God, I can't. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it here, you guys. I also want to say thank you for the nearly 30, well, between the two channels, but on this one, on the Jedi Revolution, I think it's like 32,000 or something like that, people that watched the Monique video that I did, the last one. I appreciate you guys, because that's over 2 hours long. And really great comments, a lot of thumbs up on it, you guys. I thank you, because I work so hard. And you don't know the time schedule that I'm dealing with, my personal life and stuff I have to do, and then trying to do, it's a lot. But so thank you guys all. And to all the new subscribers, I want to shout you out and say hi, and I'm the Jedi, and thank you so much, and welcome to the channel. Do try and subscribe to both channels. There's the Jedi and then the Jedi Revolution. Alright? Yeah. And they're not connected that way. You know, if they play games with one, then we've still got the other one, etc., etc. And then you won't have to wonder where I went and trying to find me and all that. We've already been through that. Yeah. So, looking forward to next week's episode of this show, and consequently a review. I should see you guys back tomorrow night for If Loving You Is Wrong. That show is off the chain right now too. I'm excited about that. And I also like that it comes on an hour later than this show. It just gives you a little bit more time in your day. Just that 1 hour can mean something. You feel me? It can mean something. But for now, I'm going to leave this one here, you guys, so that I can get off and start my post-production. I love you all for listening and watching. And I will see you tomorrow night for If Loving You Is Wrong. And I'll see you next week for the 9th episode of the 6th season of this show. I'll see you soon. I am the Jedi.